All right, how we looking out there? Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. Merry belated Knicksmas to the Knicks fans out there. Merry Knicksmas to Knicks Nation on this post-Christmas live stream. Just me, CP Fanatic here from KnicksFanTV. Just want to get a couple points across, recap yesterday's massacre. What happened with Frank? What's going on with Frank Ntilkina, man? What do we do with Frank at this stage in the game? Frank logged another DNP. And it's kind of a special DNP, you know. His mom's was at the game, so he didn't get that DNP. So let's break that down and figure out how we fix this dude. And we're gonna announce the winner of the Statement Games competition, who walked home with the authentic Knicks jersey of their choosing. We're gonna get to it with that random drawing. So let's break it down right now.
You forget how strong he is sometimes, Claude. He's such a tough matchup. Azonia picks off the bad pass. Azonia drives it. Middleton finishes. And then stares and walks over until Kupo. A taunt there from Mario Azonia. Waves on
Yo, what's good, people? CP here. And that was the last Knicks versus Bucks matchup when we had when we had Mario dunk over the Greek Freak. That set up some fodder, some locker room fodder, where the Greek Freak wasn't too happy about it. And clearly they came back on Christmas Day and absolutely embarrassed the Knicks by the score of 109-95. We had no answers for him. We started off the game. I thought the energy to start off the game was pretty good. Noah Vonleh set the tone. Shout out to Noah. Set the tone with a nice block. Nice block on the Greek Freak by Noah Vonleh. And I thought Noah was ready. And I knew that. I knew that. When the Bucks came out with that trash social media, knock on the Knicks and propping up the Greek Freak as the real king of New York, all that garbage. I knew some guys were going to respond to it, and Noah Vonleh definitely responded to it. I like Noah Vonleh. I'm going to advocate for him coming back next year, depending on what the free agent priorities are for this team. I got to put Noah Vonleh up there, man, because I like how Noah Vonleh responded, even though we got routed, man. Even though we got routed. So that was one thing. Obviously, there was no stopping the Greek Freak. He finished with 30 points, 14 boards, 4 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, he's got to be top 3 in the league right now. The dude is just absolutely unstoppable. And I knew we weren't going to have no answers for him. You know what I'm saying? I knew we weren't going to have no answers for him. So I really wasn't expecting to win this game. I wanted to see us come out and fight. I thought we did that for a half. And then things just pretty much got out of hand in the third quarter. The Bucks finished with 10 steals. I thought the Greek Freak was motivated, and they buried us, man. They buried us. The third quarter, the game just got completely out of hand. We couldn't get our shots down. They were in the passing lanes. They were disrupting, and that was it, man. That was it. I mean, the Bucks shot 18% from three-point land. Shot 18% from three-point land, but still managed those 10 steals, and that killed us. That absolutely killed us, man. And so from the third quarter, I hit the kitchen, man. I had some family over last night. Christmas party at the crib. So by the mid-third quarter, I knew this game was pretty much done, and the Greek Freak put us out of our misery. Ends up putting us out of our misery, man. So the story, if you want to call it a story, Fizdale was asked what happened to Frank. Where was Frank? Frank logged another DNP. Another DNP for Frank. Supposedly, or what we know is that his mom had flown over from France to see the game, see his son play, obviously. But she didn't get to see his son play because there was no Frank. There was no Frank in the game. So, I'm on Knicks Twitter and I'm browsing through the comments as to see what's going on. And obviously there was a lot of chatter, a lot of disagreements on what we should do with Frank. And I think, that's the question for you guys, That's the question for you guys. Where do we go with this kid? What is the path to get this kid's confidence back to where it needs to be? What is the path to get this kid's confidence back to where it needs to be? Fizdale was asked about the whole Frank situation. And, Fizdale gave... this was Fizdale's response to the Frank question from the media. Let's get to it. Let me just switch my screen up here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, joining me in the chat on this impromptu session. I don't plan on being here too long, but if you guys want to call in, the number 657-383-1509. Smash that thumbs up button for your boy, for Christmas, for Knicksmas, whatever you want to call it. And subscribe to the channel, man. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. All right, so here's what Fizdale said on the Frank decision not to play in this loss. He said, Frank has been struggling. Trey, meaning Trey Burke, is back. Let's look at it. Typical Fizdale answer. That's kind of what I've been doing with these guys. When one guy hits a certain amount of gas, where he's struggling, the next guy up, let's give him a look. It's never been a permanent thing. Frank is very important to us, and we have to find a way just to get that confidence back for him. So the question to me is, what is the best route to get this kid's confidence back, man? What is the best route to get this guy's confidence back? That is the question for you guys in the chat. What is the best route? I don't know. I'm not the coach. I'm certainly not the coach. But I think the fact that you're getting washed in this game. You're getting absolutely embarrassed by the Greek Freak. You couldn't find this kid a couple minutes in garbage time. Ron Baker used to find garbage time minutes. Luke Cornett is finding... Well, Luke Cornett's getting admirable minutes right now because Money Mitch is out and we're so devoid of depth on the big man front. But even back in garbage time, Luke Cornett could still log garbage time. Fizdale himself even said during that third quarter, that sideline interview that they do to get the coach's comments, he said, listen, the kids are pressing. It's Christmas. I want them to lighten up and have fun. So why not let Frank get in on the phone? We're getting washed. We're getting washed. We're getting absolutely embarrassed out there. Why not throw the kid a bone, give him some playing time? And to me, it's not about. I was getting into a debate with somebody on Twitter just now, and he's saying, this is not a rec league. We shouldn't be so soft. This is the NBA. It doesn't matter if the parents are at the game. And I agree with that. By and large, we shouldn't be placating players just because, the situation, the kid's mom is there. We shouldn't be doing that. We should not be doing that. I get that. I get that. And I agree 100%. We shouldn't just be placating players just because the kid's mom is there. But my point is this. Number one, you're getting washed. What difference does it make? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? What difference does it make? Who cares? You're getting washed. Play the kid. Right? Number two, I love Trey. Big fan of Trey Burke. He's been a great story this year. I love Trey Burke. But let's take a look at the box score from yesterday's game. All right? You have... And welcome back, ISO. ISO came back and logged in 18 minutes. And you have Trey Burke logging 14 minutes on 1 of 7 shooting for 2 points, minus 11 on the night, 4 rebounds. Is Trey in the cards in regards to the future of this team, I don't think so. And like I said, I like the kid. I don't see it. I think the one guard of this group that has a chance of being back is maybe Moutier. So I think the ISO situation has probably knocked Trey Burke out of the running. So the question is, what's the purpose of logging him 14 minutes in a meaningless game when we're heading nowhere but to the bottom of the tank? And he's throwing up 1 for 7 field goal shooting, and you give him Frank 0. ISO struggled yesterday, 4 for 10 in 18 minutes, had 8 points. So what's the point? That's my thing. What is the point? In logging a Trey Burke those type of minutes, and then saying, well, Frank's time will come. I don't know. Let's go to the phones, man. Julian, make some sense of this, man. Help me make some sense of this. What are you thinking about it, man? How was your Christmas, man? How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was all right. Other than the Knicks game that I went to, it was all right.
Oh, you went? Yeah. What was the vibes like in there? Because that was another thing. Kevin Knox was saying that he didn't understand why it was so quiet in there. It was pretty much dead from the outset. I mean, I wanted to tell him, like, yo, Kev, we were getting watched the whole game, man. But what was the vibes like to you, man? How was it in there? How was the atmosphere in there?
It was, I don't know. Look, the first quarter, when Moutier got that dunk, I still think it should have been louder than that. I think every single night, from minute 1 to minute 48, we should be as loud as possible.
Yeah.
But that's just as a collective.
Right.
Because we gotta push our guys. We gotta push them in the only way that crowd noise helps win games.
Yeah.
Why do you think teams like the Warriors, they just they kill your confidence 3 after 3, and the crowd's going nuts.
Yeah.
Every single time they hit one.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I think might have been an issue with the crowd is that, number one, the ticket prices. I mean, you jacking up. I don't know how much you paid or if you got it on the arm, but I mean, if you're trying to charge somebody $100+ to sit at the top of the garden on a Christmas day, to me, you're gonna get a lot of tourists in there. You're gonna get a lot of tourists and a lot of people that don't mind spending that kind of money on Christmas Day to go see the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you have to consider the crowd, the elements in there.
Well, then you got to put that on Dolan and the economical people, but.
Hey, man, he's a businessman. Dolan said you got to pay up, man. He's getting the money. I can't blame him.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, the kids, obviously, this season's kind of a dead end.
Yeah.
We're going nowhere fast.
Mm-hmm.
At least we have our pick, but we're going nowhere fast.
Yep.
So, look, I think the whole atmosphere at the Garden, it would be better if I'd say tickets in the third bowl would be, I don't know, $70.
Yeah.
Because we're going nowhere fast. I don't get it. But that's just my whole thing on the tickets. But what I really wanted to talk about was Frank Ntilkina and him having dinner at my house after he plays at the Westchester County Center. That's just what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen.
Why not, man? Why not put the kid in the G League? That's my thing. I'm not the coach, but, what is the path to getting this kid's confidence up? I saw somebody on Instagram say, well, he's playing like trash. I agree. I don't disagree. He's playing like trash, and maybe playing right now is going to further ruin his confidence because he's not playing well. But then on the flip side, people say if he's not playing, then he can never regain his confidence. So I feel like that it's an intriguing question in that regard.
Before I get really in depth into it,
yeah.
Can I just say, Trey Burke, can you imagine the abuse Frank would get if he scored 2 points, 1 for 7 from the field in 14 minutes and took 7 shots?
Facts. He'd be getting roasted.
Can you imagine that?
He'd be getting roasted.
He'd be getting absolutely murdered. But because he's Trey Burke and he's a little more of a New York style guard, or prototypically anyway, he gets a cushion. Look, we got to go by the golden rule. We got to treat everyone the same way. there's no difference between a shitty performance from one guy and a shitty performance from another. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
But listen, I met Frank this summer at a Target in Westchester. And look, the guy's he's a cool kid.
Yeah.
You need to nurture him. He's not the guy who's gonna respond from tough love. He can't be on his back every single time he makes a mistake. Then I think the Hornacek era really screwed him over his rookie season. I think if he had Fizz from the jump, he definitely wouldn't be in this mental block right now.
Yeah.
He's hit a wall. And
he's hit a wall,
I think the G League would definitely help him. Because, like, you look around the league, that guy Pascal Siakam, that great wing for Toronto.
He's beasting right now.
Did you know he spent his first 2 years in the league, in the G League, and he was like a late first round pick. Look, I know we're gonna say it's a demotion for the kid, but and he might take it that way, but I know the fans of Westchester would get behind him, and I know it would probably be the best decision for us.
I don't see how it could hurt. How could it hurt right now? I mean, the kid has hit pretty much rock bottom. How could it hurt if you put him in the G League, take him out of the spotlight, take him out of all the questions that you're constantly gonna hear when you don't play him? Let him work on his game. Everybody can agree he's not playing well. He's not playing well at all right now. I can certainly agree to that. We can all agree on that. So why not cover his flaws and let him just go to the G League, relax, and try to explore some sort of offensive skill sets out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got.
But here's another thing though, Julian. Here's another thing. Clearly, Fizdale has a shorter rope on certain players and gives other players a longer rope. I mean, look at Timmy's last 15 games. I'm pulling up a tweet from Claudio at GSN. I think that's Gotham Sports Network. Timmy's last 15 games: 2 for 15, 6 for 16. 5 for 15, 1 for 11, 8 for 22, 7 for 15, 7 for 19, 2 for 12. I could keep going, including yesterday, 4 for 18. So I mean, clearly he doesn't have it going. That's a combined 34% and a minus 98 over that stretch. I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question, man. I'm just asking the question. Are we going to give Timmy the green light to continue building enough bricks to build a gated community and not, you know what I mean, and pull Frank at the slightest bit of adversity? I'm not the coach. I'm just asking questions.
No, man.
I'm just asking questions.
I don't think it's Fizz giving him this long of a rope. I actually don't think it's that.
Yeah.
I think because we gave him this super juiced 18 mil a year deal for 4 years, I think it's management saying, hey, this is our guy. We signed him to this contract.
Right.
We need to play him. We need to see what he's made. Because, look, if somehow the city of New York can scam Tim Hardaway Jr. into an All-Star appearance.
Yeah. He was my pick. He was my pick, but he's fluttering right now. He is my pick, but he's fluttering right now, man.
He is.
He's ruining my prediction.
I think if we sit him down for a couple of games and then bring him back, I think this road trip is going to be perfect for Tim. He can get away from the city, get away from all the distractions, and just play basketball.
This road trip is going to be brutal, man. This road trip is going to be brutal.
It is going to be brutal. We're probably going to go what? We're going to go what? Like 2-5.
I might need to go on vacation, man.
On the positive
side.
I
don't know if we're gonna be doing post-game lives, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
What? Man. The games end at like 1, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be some late nights, man.
At 1,
it's gonna be some late nights. I know we'll definitely do the show, but they're gonna be cut very, very short. They're gonna be cut very short.
Yeah, we gotta abbreviate those.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, Julie, man. Always good to hear from you,
bro. Road
trips,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Check
hey,
in
man,
the
keep
chat.
Up what you're doing, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That was Julian, always first. I mean, listen, man. listen, I see some of you guys in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat joining me for this impromptu live stream. Randy Tillman, what's going on? Spencer Strider, Edward Hunter, Coach Cheese, what up? Ari, what's going on? SS Television was in here early. What up, Cuh? What's going on? King Ellis. I don't know if you related to Jay Ellis, but shout out King Ellis. Paul Cooper, CP, what's going on? My little brother, CP the artist, what's going on? Stephen Week says, does the G League hurt Frank's value? I mean, what is his value right now? It couldn't hurt it any more than what it is right now, because you're not getting anything relatively valuable in return for Frank. It's a low value, so trading him makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? CH says his flaws is he's not hitting open shots. He don't need the G League. He needs to let him rot. I think he needs to work on his overall game. And I think a little bit of time in the G League is not going to hurt him, man. I think sometimes the pressure is too much. And he's only 20 years old. The pressure is getting to him. You can see. I went to that Hawks game. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes, man. The pressure is cooking this kid. You know, and on top of that, he's listen, you guys want to tell me that I'm making excuses for him. I'm just trying to figure out, how do we fix the kid that we drafted last year? What was he, 7 or 8, the 8th pick? How do we fix it? How do we fix this kid? What's the best way to get his confidence back? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. How do we fix it? I know he's playing bad. I'm not making excuses for why he's playing bad. All I'm saying is, can we get this fixed so that he doesn't turn into a bust? Can we get this fixed? That's all I'm saying. Would a little stint in the G League hurt him? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pulling up a tweet here. Defensive rating, 29th in the league, 112.9. Fizdale's supposed to be a defensive coach. Again, not questioning this, but I would think you want to have one of your better defenders out there on the court. Now, some of you guys want to say he's not good. He's not even a great defender. He hasn't played the best. We saw Jamal Crawford cook him up in that Phoenix game. He hasn't played the best. But is he the best defender on the team? I would say yes. So, again, I don't have all the answers, man. I'm just asking the questions. You guys can answer. You know what I mean? You guys can answer. Gary, what's going on? Fred Wong, well, he says I'm making excuses. He just doesn't have what it takes. That's what Fred says. I'm making excuses for him. I mean, listen, I'm just trying to understand, how can we fix it? How can we fix it? Dave from Maryland, what's your opinion on this? You're on Fizdale's side. All right, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear somebody that wants to tell me that I'm wrong here and that Fizdale's right for what he's doing. So what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, man. How was your Christmas? I don't know if you celebrated happy holidays, man.
Yeah, thank you. Happy holidays to you too. Everything's good.
Nice.
My thing is that, just paying attention to the past few games, Frank gets minutes when he plays, so he gets at least 18 minutes when he does play. And it's not the difference between him and Timmy is just that if Timmy misses 3 shots, he's going to take another 10.
Right.
If Frank misses 2 shots, he's going to clam up and not play at all for the rest of the game. The rest of the game, he's super cautious.
Right. So that speaks to confidence, right?
Yeah. It's the confidence is just like his confidence gets shot. So a lot of times it looks like Fizz pulls him before he can really get into a big slump.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, all right, we could say, all right, send him to the G League, but if you get cooked up in the G League, what are we going to do then? Like, there's no way to really build up confidence if you get cooked in the G League too. G League, Courtney Lee even said it. The G League got a lot of hungry people there trying to get contracts.
A lot of dogs. But maybe that'll help him.
So if he go down to, yeah, I mean, maybe. It's kind of just a big maybe, though.
Yeah.
I've watched a few games. The game with Phoenix. People say, oh, he has the best defense, But the Phoenix game, they didn't start going on a run until Frank was in there.
Jamal Crawford was killing him. They were killing him, that Phoenix game. Yeah, he couldn't stop anybody. I was watching that game. JC was the oldest man on the court, and he torched everybody, including Frank.
Including Frank, because no matter how much defense you got, if you ain't got no offense to counteract the buckets that get people, somebody like Jamal Crawford, all right, you can play me, but I'm gonna keep running at you, and eventually these are gonna hit. The buckets are gonna go down, and your defense is not gonna work if you have no offense.
Yeah.
So if Frank can at least put up enough buckets to counteract us getting scorched, then it really is obsolete to worry about the defense or saying, oh, he needs to be in over a Moutier that runs the team a lot better, or a Trey Burke that just puts up a high volume of shots.
Right. So, but my question is,
what's your thoughts
do you think Trey has a future here?
At this point, no, because he's been a little shaky. If it came out, my thing is, I like Frank. I'm not a Frank hater at all. I just feel like people are rushing to push him to the starting point when they need to just let him develop.
Maybe he just needs more time to marinate.
Yeah, exactly. Marinate.
Okay.
Throw him in there for a few minutes a game just to see what he can do. Kelly Oubre was like three years with Washington, and he was just coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna rush. Some players, they don't have to rush to the starting job if you really need to shape it up. Last year, he looked like a deer in headlights every game.
Yeah,
and they were pushing it on him like, oh, he should have been in the G League last year.
Right.
So it's like, I think it's just a time to just really just let him develop or whatever. Trey Burke can go because at the end of the day, like, I like Trey. He earned his spot, but we don't need him if Moutier's playing the way he's playing.
Right, and
like,
ISO kind of pushed him out as well, I think. I like Trey as well, but I think ISO... the ISO contract is impacting everybody right now.
And that's another thing. I know you probably got somebody, but another thing that I think is our problem is we have no premier scorer. Like when Donovan Mitchell came in, the best thing he could do was to go to Utah because all they were going to do is keep feeding him the ball. What's your thoughts on if we just made I think Trier needs to get a little bit more burn to where we just give him the ball to kind of work the offense around him and less around Timmy. Timmy needs to just be a spot-up shooter.
Yeah,
if anything.
I think they do give ISO an opportunity to showcase himself. I think he does that on his own. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's also ISO doesn't start with Timmy. You know what I'm saying? ISO comes off the bench. Yeah. Will they limit Timmy's touches? I think they won't do that until KP comes back. And maybe if we get some some reinforcements in the offseason, I think that's the only time you're gonna see them dial it back on Timmy's shots. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know if you spoke on this yet or not. Would you go after Jabari Parker? Get rid of Timmy for Jabari Parker?
Only if I had some guarantees. If I had some backdoor guarantees on KD or Kawhi Leonard, then I would do it. I would definitely do it. That's not even a question. I would do it.
Okay.
I would definitely do it. If we had some promises, I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. I think so too. I think it'll be good if we could get from underneath because Dotson really could fill in for Timmy. I don't know if Fizdale want to try sitting Timmy for a few games and seeing Dotson in the start and see what he does.
Yeah.
I feel like Dotson looks good too to be a replacement for Timmy down the line.
Whole team Dot, that's my guy, man. That's my guy, man. Dotson.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. He definitely improved, and I was speaking on him early. Like last year, I said he was more ready than Frank.
Yeah. And
people was getting me out of there, but
best two-way player on the team, man.
Looking good.
Best two-way player on the team, man. Appreciate the call, though, Dave.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
All right, no doubt, man. That was Dave from Maryland. Who else? I see Will. I see Terrence. I see Anthony. Tony from Wash Heights. All right, we're going to get to everybody. Let's get to the statement games first. Let's get to the statement games so we can give away this Knicks authentic jersey. If you guys missed out, man, you guys missed out on a big competition yesterday. We had a big competition yesterday. Shout out to Nick from Statement Games and the Statement Games guys for getting it done. Let me pull up some of the stats here, and then we're going to go into the random drawing to see who ended up winning. So we had 106 people play the game. 106 contestants. I believe it's 12 people to a room, so we ended up going into 9 contests. The winner of contest 1 was Nostradamus with 42 points. So shout out to Nostradamus for winning his contest. The winner of, and let me just pull up my Statement Games music. Give me a second. The winner of contest 2, Young Simba and Devil FN01 with 39 points. Contest 3, the winner is Ryan Lerman, 40 points. Contest 4, BXPRJ with 40 points. BXPRJ also won contest 5. He could play more than once. Won contest 5 with 38. Contest 6, shout out to Spark ACD with 54 points. That was 1 less than the perfect score. Shout out to contest 7 winner Willem94 with 55 points. He scored a perfect score. Perfect score is 55, and Willem got it. So we're going to send Willem a gift as well. Even if he don't win the jersey, we're going to send Willem a gift. Milby also 55 points. Milby, shout out to Milby, contest 8 winner with 55 points. Perfect score. So Milby's going to go home with something as well. And Harry D won contest 9 with 43 points. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put everything in the name picker, Ninja, as we usually do. Let's add the names in here. Let me switch my screen so y'all can see. There's no funny business here. No funny business. Alright, so here's what we do. Let's see who's gonna come away with this, man. Alright, so first person is Nostradamus. Young Simba in here. Should have done this before I started the show, but it's all good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. We're gonna get to the calls right after this, but we're gonna announce the winner of the Statement Games jersey, BXPRJ. Spark ACD. Willem 94. Milby. And the final contestant was Harry D. Somebody asked in the chat, where's Jay Ellis? I don't know, man. Jay Ellis is still full off that Christmas dinner, man. Jay Ellis is still full off that Christmas dinner, but we'll be back on Thursday for the Knicks Bucks rematch. All right, here we go. Who's going to go home with the jersey, the authentic Knicks jersey? Name picker. Who's it going to be? The winner of the authentic jersey is Nostradamus. Nostradamus is the winner of the jersey. So congratulations to Nostradamus. Yes, GC, we are live. This is not the replay. Congratulations to Nostradamus on winning the Knicks authentic jersey. Nick Reyes from Statement Games is going to get in contact with you. So you could tell Nick what jersey you want. Do you want the home? You want the road? Or you want KP? You want a Frank Ntilkina jersey? You want a Tim Hardaway Jr. jersey? Whatever you want, man. That's the name of the game. You got a lot of you guys in here didn't play. Nostradamus is walking away with an authentic Knicks jersey worth over $200. Hey, man, I say that's a good deal for 5 minutes of your time. So, once again, shout out Milby and Willem94, who got the perfect score of 55. You guys are also going to get a gift as well. And we will let you guys know next time we play, man. Let's go back to the phones. Will from LI wants to talk about Frank overall. Will, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all?
How you feeling?
How you doing?
Good, man.
Good. Like yesterday, I was with the family, cousins, uncles. We were watching the games, and we got into like a heated debate just on this topic, and it was centered around what do you do with a kid that has all the talent to be the player you want to be, but he doesn't have the confidence.
Yeah.
And it just seems like the G League has to be it. I think that Frank is better than any G League player and they're hungry over there. You know, they playing hard, they're playing scrappy. Let Frank go to the G League, see that he can
send him down to the
better
Wolves.
than these guys. Yeah, you know, tell them, now listen, you got something over these guys. You can do. You're supposed to be in this league. You know, once you get that, in there, you start building them up. Because at this point, it's like what's that kid from Philly? Can't shoot. Markel Fultz type of situation.
Yeah.
It's like, why you ain't got no confidence? I mean, I get it's New York, it's a big city, the lights are bright and everything, but we're not playing for anything.
Right.
We're not playing for a title or anything like that. Play your game, you know, and you know, and I'm not gonna put too much on Fizz, because I think Fizz is really being delicate with the situation, because, you know, we can play Frank all day, but if his confidence starts getting hit, it's like we're doing more damage than good, you know? And it's like, you know, Fizz can give him all the Yoda talks he wants, but if he's not, you know, turning that into something, then it's all for nothing. You know, at this point, we have players. You got to give Courtney his time, you know, so we can trade him down the line. It just looks like we can free up some space if we just, you know, send Frank to the G League and then you go from there. But I think that's the best route. You know, I can't find another option. I don't know if you have a different method to try to handle this. I can't think of one.
Appreciate the call, Will. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just asking a question, man. I don't know what the perfect path will be to try to get some more out of this kid. You know what I mean? Maybe it is just let him stay on the bench and let him get hungrier. You know, maybe it's a motivating thing that Fizdale is trying to do. Maybe it's a G League. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. I'm just asking the question, you know? I'm just asking the question. I'm not trying to make excuses for the kid like Fred says. I'm just asking the question. I appreciate the call, Will. All right, let's go through these rapid fire. Dave, after these next two calls that you screen, no more calls. So we're gonna go to Terrence, Anthony, Tony from Washington, Christian, Ron, and then this last call from 917, and then I gotta wrap up because I gotta make some moves. All right, Terrence, what's going on, man? Well, how do we help? What is the proper therapy for Frank, man?
What's going on, CP, man?
How you doing, bro?
Thanks for the call.
No problem, man.
I'm good. Well, first of all, I fault the coaching staff, man, on Frank, because I feel like, man, the same attention that they're giving to Knox, you know, he's had bad games, you know. Let him suffer. Let Frank suffer like they're letting him suffer. Let the man develop, man. First of all, he's a European player. You know, he's a point guard. And I feel like the only way Frank's going to gain his confidence, man, is they just let the man be the guard that he is, man.
Yeah.
You know, like you just said, we ain't playing for nothing right now. So why not let the man develop? I think we need to just let Tim Hardaway sit down. We know what he can do, and we know what he going to do. You know, he going to shoot. You know, and Moutier's playing good, you know, but at the same time, I would love to see Moutier and Frank in the offense at one time playing.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Moutier be the first. Just give it a try. You know, you want to see what the kid can do. You know, I personally feel like Frank is he's the only guard that we have on the team from what I saw this year so far that's not selfish, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's not an offensive scoring, you know, threat person. But one thing I like about him, he will pass the ball. He will put the ball in the right position. He will give his teammates, you know, time to score. You know, but you know, Trey Burke. Don't get me wrong, Trey Burke. He's a good scorer, but I think he's more of a shooting guard than a point guard.
Well, he is. Know. He's a shooting guard in a point guard body, man. And Terrence, appreciate the call. I just want to run through the next callers and give everybody some time. I appreciate the call.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yeah, you know, listen, that's my whole point. Trey is Trey at this point, right? And like I said, as much as I love Trey, I don't see them bringing him back. Based on just how things are moving, they just signed ISO, who to me, him and Trey are basically almost one and the same. And then they got to decide on the Moutier situation. So that, you know, that's just my point. But Terrence, appreciate the call. All right, Anthony, back to Florida. Anthony wants to talk about that situation with Frank. Anthony, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Happy Kwanzaa, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Happy Kwanzaa, too, man. We always leave out Kwanzaa, too, man. Happy Kwanzaa, man.
Yeah, we do. Thank you. Well, I just wanted to comment on, I think Knicks fans are giving Frank too much slack. If you remember a couple years ago, the OKC Thunder had the squad where Russ was running TG, but Cephalosha was running the 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that, it was just the 3-and-D guy. He was a foreigner, 3-and-D guy. He's young. Frank is only 20, man. We got to give that man some time to just run.
Yeah.
That's it.
But he's not getting it. He's not getting the time, though. That's all I'm saying.
3-and-D.
That's all. He's not getting the time.
Well, Tim shouldn't be in. Why is Tim not getting the same treatment? And that's my biggest problem.
Well,
I think Frank is just young, though.
I guess some people will give you $17 million as the reason why, man, because outside of the contract, I don't get it, man. Like I say, I always say, man, politics is always a factor in a lot of what goes on. Politics is always a factor, man.
I just think when you see Frank, you got to think of like Tabo, you got to think of Andre Roberson. Those guys, the 3-and-D guys, those guys don't really want the ball in their hand. Like, I know Frank is a PG and he's supposed to set up the team and all of that, but he doesn't really need to do all that. He just needs to play defense. That's it.
I agree with that, but I think we've seen that he's also capable of setting guys up. You know what I'm saying? I think he's also capable of setting guys up. But I don't. You're not wrong. I don't disagree with you at all. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for the call, bro. Love your show.
Appreciate it, Anthony, and all the best in the new year, too, man. Appreciate the call, man.
You as well, man. God bless.
All right. That was Anthony from Florida. I think Anthony sounded like a new caller. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 154 people in here. Hit that thumbs up on the video, man. That's the best way to support us. Hit that thumbs up on the video. And thanks for supporting. Who's new in the chat? I see some new callers. If you're new in the chat, give me a hashtag new. I see some Milwaukee Bucks fans in here, so I guess they're Knicks fans as well, or maybe they're just KnicksFanTV fans. So shout out to them for coming through and trolling us. We welcome the trolls as well. You know, we got enough dogs in the chat to quiet that nonsense. So we welcome the trolls, man. Come through. Michael Parker, Merry Christmas, Michael Parker, with the super chat. Appreciate that, Michael Parker. He said, hope everyone had a good Christmas. I get the feeling that Frank is going to be packaged and sent on his way. I hope I'm wrong. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't think they're going to trade him, but, you know, you never know, man. You never know. Let's go to Wash Heights. Tony wants to talk about the Frankathon. Tony, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Thank you for taking the call. I really appreciate it.
No
Happy
problem.
holidays to you and the crew.
Happy holidays, bro.
Just real quick. Thanks, man. Just real quick on Frank. I think if you're a shooter, you obviously need rhythm to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to get in rhythm when you're constantly getting yanked out?
Yeah, but he's not a shooter, but I get what you're saying. We're looking for him to get confidence in his shot.
Right. Apparently what you want Frank to do is to be that kick-out shooter when Porzingis is on the court and then run up and guard the other team's guard, like in a perfect world. But I really think, to be honest, is that our brass, our GM, they're in a very difficult situation right now.
Yeah.
Because I think they're trying to build up Trey's trade value, Mario's trade value. And if you're telling me that if a team offers us a first-round pick for Moody, we're not going to do that?
Yeah, so but I don't see any of that being. I don't see any of that being even remotely possible at this juncture. They would have to play.
Exactly my point.
You have 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. I think
to basically, showcase a guy. I don't see it happening. I don't see them getting anything for any of these guys.
Exactly, and that's exactly my point. They're kind of outsmarting themselves. They think that they can. Let's see what these guys have, because that's what you hear constantly from Fizz.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got.
Facts.
And then that's hurting our young guns. That's hurting our young guns, especially with Frank, because his position is the one that has the logjam. So I think that they're just outsmarting themselves right now. They have to let the kid play if they want him to develop.
Okay. I appreciate the call, Tony. As usual, man. Hope you had a good holiday. Keep be safe out there, man. Enjoy it.
You too.
All right, man.
Thank you.
All right, that was Tony. Listen, like I said, man, we just asking the questions, baby. We just asking the questions, man. What is the path to get this kid back on track? Can we get him back on track? You know, just asking the questions. We'll see. We'll see how how it all unfolds. But in terms of the trade value, I see people saying that all the time in terms of the trade value. You know, we need to pump these guys up, pump up Moutier to get him out of here. And no team is going to give you a first-round pick for a half a season worth of tape on Emmanuel Moutier playing better than he's been. There's no way. There's no way. You're not going to get top dollar assets for Moutier right now. You know what I'm saying? I think the only tradable talent, none of these guys is going to get you first round talent. You know, I think Dotson could get you something because he's a cheap contract and he's a good two-way player. I think Dotson could get you something. But I don't see nobody else really garnering that much talent, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see I got my Christmas drip on, bro. Check me out. You know what I mean? Mother-in-law got me the new joint. The new palm hat. This is my Santa hat. You know what I mean? Mother-in-law got me that, so thanks to moms for that. Check out this this blanket that my in-laws also got me. It's nice right here, man. You know what I mean? That drip, man. That new drip. Hell yeah, man. Did any of you guys get Knicks gear for Christmas, man? Let me know what you guys got in the chat. How was your Knicksmas, man, besides us getting washed? How was it, man? What'd you guys get? What were your gifts for Knicksmas, man? I had a good Christmas, though. Shout out to the family, man. The family's everything. We had Christian on the line. I guess Christian had to go. I'll take one more call and then wrap up because I got to make some airport runs and whatnot. Still got some family over. So, you're gonna take care of that, man. But yeah, I'm loving my blanket, man. I'm loving my blanket. Above the Rim says, what happened to the sound bites? I'm gonna fix the soundboard up and get back to it. The soundboard was dope, man. We had the Kawhi Leonard laugh and all of that. The soundboard was definitely a good touch to the show. So I'm definitely gonna bring that back. Definitely gonna bring that back. Just need some time to fix it up. All right, one last call before we go. And then once again, shout out Nostradamus for winning that, for winning the authentic jersey. Dave, who we got on the switchboard, Dave? I don't see any names yet. Let me know. I'll take one more. Before we go, man. Let's see what you guys got. CP says he's still waiting for his gift. You lost Statement Games, CP. CP the artist, your name was not called. Your name was not called, man. Sorry, man. Who else? Want to shout out Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox also had another good game yesterday. Thought Kevin Knox was pretty good. Knox finished with, let's go to the box score. Knox finished with 21 points. Shooting wasn't that great. 21.6 boards. But you like what you saw. You like what you saw from Knox out there. 9th straight game with over 15 points. First rookie to do that since Patrick Ewing. So shout out to Kev on that one. Let's see what you guys got for Christmas. I see some comments here. See, some of y'all got some dope stuff. Let's see. Anthony Parasol, appreciate it. Who just subscribed? Josh, appreciate the subscribe, Josh. How you got a YouTube name like Josh, man? You have to be on YouTube for a while, man, to get that name. It's like Chris. Like, the dude's got a name named Chris or something. Shout out to Josh. James from Flatbush said I got Brooklyn Nets gear. Shout out James from Flatbush, man. I like that he I like that he joins us, even though he's a Nets fan. I'm sure he supports the Knicks. You have to always be looking up to your big brother. You know what I mean? So shout out to James from Flatbush on that. Who else got some drip? Taryn Betts says, "Let me get that towel." This is a blanket, man. This is a blanket. No, you can't have it though. You know what I mean? Nick Ray says, I got the Nike hoodie Fizdale be wearing in his press conferences. Which one, Nick? The gray Knicks hoodie? Mateo said his son got him some Jordans. That's a good kid, Mateo. Keith Sinclair says, burn that Nets gear. Shout out to Keith. You're the man, Keith. Craig Williams, I got black and purple Pumas that Knox wears. Dope. Jerome says, the Knicks swag is real. Peace, Jerome. It's me, says, a strong Knicks tank for Christmas. Best gift ever at this point. Hey, man, we're right there in the third slot. And after this West Coast trip, it's not going to get no easier. All right, let's go to, I'm going to take 2 more calls. I'm gonna go to E. And I'm going to go to Lou, and then that's it. I got to wrap up. All right, E, what's going on, man? What's your take on the Frank situation?
Hey, what's up, fams? It's actually Edwin Hunter, man. I'm always in there, but just call me E,
Edwin,
man.
What's going on, man? Shout out, Edwin. What's going on?
What's up, man? Yeah, I finally get to call in, man.
Yeah,
been
finally,
busy. I'm
man.
usually at work when I got the show on, you know.
Okay.
Got the little Christmas break, so.
Nice, man. Hey, man,
yeah,
everybody
man,
works
I'm
hard,
staying
man. You
with
deserve
Frank,
that
bro.
time off.
Yeah, you gotta have that time off with the family. Get some. I'm down here with the Jamaican family, so we got that curry goat on deck.
You don't know. Oh man, I had that curry goat rocking last night, man.
Rocking. What go on?
Of course.
So, yeah, man, with Frank, I'm trying to tell people, man. I grew up in Strong Island, but I've been down South Florida for a while, and I'm trying to tell people when it comes to this Fizdale. Because, I probably get a lot more news than you guys do when he was on the Heat.
Miami Heat,
this guy is very meticulous, and he's very, he's in his ways, man. And I just feel like what he's trying to do with Frank right now, I understand we need to get him minutes, but I feel like he wants Frank to play the way he wants him to play.
Yeah.
And until he does that, he's going to give him those DMPs.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Because you can't be a point guard in this league and you score 2 points one night, you score 10 points the other night. You might play defense, you might not. I mean, he's gotta get Frank to a point where, he's playing exactly how he wants him to play. I think that's pretty much the deal. And with the G League, I hear what you're saying with G League, but I feel like to put him down in the G League, when is he really going to get that practice time? When is he really going to get that film time? You know what I mean? I don't think it really benefits him. If they think I think Fizdale feels he's going to be a player on this team. So if he's going to be a player on this team, why put him down in a minor league situation? I mean, I get it. He's going to get reps, but I don't feel like they'll have the time to be like, all right, man, you need to sit down and watch this tape from the last 3 weeks. You need to sit here and deal with our coach and work on your shot for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right, listen, fair points. We don't have the answers to it. You know what I mean? We don't have the answers.
Yeah.
Man. I'm looking for the answer because I want to see this kid succeed. That is the bottom line of the topic. I want to see this kid succeed. And what is the path? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all do. I mean, you got some people who don't believe in him. I think he has talent. But he's got to get that offense down, man. Like if you're not a threat from at least, I'm not saying he's got to be a threat from 3-point, but if you're not a threat to put a shot in, you see these guys, they just fall off for him.
You got to keep the defense honest,
if he's shooting the shot, think about it. If you're guarding Frank right now, I don't feel like he's a threat. So it's like, what are you going to do with giving him all these minutes if he's not going to produce? You know what I'm saying?
True indeed, man. True indeed.
So,
E, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
But,
that curry goat was slamming.
Yeah,
My
man.
mom just
You have
brought
a
some
Merry
over
Christmas,
just
man.
now,
Hey, I like that Statement Games, man.
Yeah,
I like the Statement Games. I was in ninth place, but I'm going to try to, get it going so I can win one of those jerseys.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. I got some more stuff for you guys. Some of this stuff behind me is going to go. Not the Wills Reed joint, but some of these snapbacks and stuff I got from Shells Heavy. I donated it.
I need a snapback, man. I need a snapback.
Well, man. Yeah, man. Yo, E, appreciate the call,
man.
All right,
shout out to you and Jay Ellis, man. Keep it going, man. This show is great, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Always
Us
appreciate
Knicks fans
the support,
need that, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, that was Edwin Hunter. Shout out Edwin Hunter. He's always supporting us. Always supporting us. So shout out Edwin. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Richard Rowe, I see you. Calling and checking in from the West Coast. Ghostface Killer, what's going on? He says it's either you got it or you don't. I mean, you got to give players an opportunity to be coached, right? Some players might not have it when they come in. But with good coaching, maybe a good coach can get more potential out of the guy. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. All right, last call of the night before we turn this into the Frank Ntilkina telethon. I feel like we already have, but let's go to it. Lou from Jersey, you're the last call of the night. Last call, Dave. Lou, what's going on, man?
Thanks. Well, being the Knicks already in a sewer right now, I mean, who could they get to trade for him?
Oh, there's no trade. I wouldn't even entertain that because there's no trade for him. There's no trade out there that's even worth entertaining right now for the kid. You're not getting none from him. Not getting nothing from him. Somebody in the chat said they should have brought Tony Parker in to mentor him. I would have maybe that would have helped. They brought Jared Jack in last year. I'm not really sure if he was the ideal point guard to learn from. I would have wanted Rondo. Maybe you guys might have disagreed with me. I thought Rondo could have been had last year. I thought Rondo would have been a nice mentor for Frank. But hey, we'll see, man. Well, what's going on?
Too. I mean, because, watching yesterday's game against, Milwaukee, I thought maybe, at one time, we could have beat them single-handedly, and now they're beating us.
No, Lou. No, Lou. They're the second-best team in the East, Lou. They're the second-best team in the league.
Back then, not now. I mean, the Bucks now have been, of course, a dynamo.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, no.
My times have changed.
They're a well-oiled machine. I think they look to be ready to take that next step in the East, and we're heading in opposite directions, man. The Bucks are headed this way. The Knicks are headed into the toilet.
I mean, I thought after we got rid of Jackson as team president, I thought maybe our fortunes are going to turn around. But in the last 2 seasons since then, it's only gotten even worse.
Oh, it takes a while, man, and appreciate the call, Lou. It takes a while, man. Everything is not going to happen overnight. It takes a while, man. We just, again, got to stay patient. That's the name of the game for us right now. What more do we have but patience? You know what I mean? What more do we have but patience, man? But anyway, this was a nice impromptu show. This was a nice hour of commiserating about Frank. This was nice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Thursday, let me just hit my theme music. Thursday, we're back. I'm sure Jay Ellis will be back. Whatever he's doing right now is certainly better than this. But shout out Jay Ellis. Shout out everybody that called in. Check me out. If you guys are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you haven't followed me already, you might as well just follow me, man. So it's KnicksFanTV, very easy to find. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you already know. Definitely follow me. We'll be back Thursday for the Knicks-Bucks game. Congratulations, Nostradamus. You have won the Knicks Authentic Jersey. So shout out to that. Work with Nick from Statement Games is going to email you. You guys work it out. Let me know. Once you get your jersey, send us some pics, man. Let us know which one you ended up getting. And so we can check that out. And I'll let you guys know how you guys can continue to win NBA store gift cards, Knicks jerseys, Knicks snapbacks, Knicks memorabilia. Maybe we'll do some tickets at some point this year. We'll see, man. But all good fun, and I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday, even though the team lost. Let me give some shout-outs real quick. Shout-out Coach East, Ghostface, Richard, Above the Rim, James from Flatbush, the Nets fan, always supporting, Paul Valentine, Taryn, Jet Life for Life, appreciate you. Shout-out to Currency. Try to get some Currency gear this holiday, but I couldn't get none of those items he was selling on Quick Strike on his website. But shout out to Spitter. Famous, appreciate the support. Famous, Paul Cooper, Edwin, appreciate the call. SS Television, CP the artist, appreciate it. Yao Song, always supporting the channel. Shout out to Yao. Victor, what's going on, Victor? Ari, Anthony Parasol, yeah, man. Michael Parker, appreciate it. Yeah, if I forgot anybody else, always appreciate the support. I'll run a replay of today's stream starting about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tonight, and run it a couple more times if you guys want to continue to chat about this situation. And yeah, man, that's about it. I'll see you guys Thursday. Smash that thumbs up button before you guys head out, please, please, please. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook and Twitter as well. If I didn't get to your comments, I'll get to it. I didn't get to the Q&A today, but we'll save those questions for Thursday night's game as well. So once again, I will see you guys Thursday. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend.